close. There we go. Hi, Betty. Hi, Judy. Hey, Elizabeth. Hi, Chow. Hi, Roxanne. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Emily, Melanie, Roberta, Other Bonnie. Hi, Chow. I know. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Tracy. Hi, Sherilyn. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Barbara. I know. I was thinking about it. I don't know if you guys just saw the picture I posted, but I made a new shirt for Leah, and I'm uploading the video, but needless to say, it's a typical Nancy video full of nightmares. I make it through in the end, and I wanted to show you guys. I didn't edit it out. There was some screaming and hair pulling, but no, I survived. How big do I want this to be? This is just short of 5, so maybe 3 3/4. Okay, this one's 5 1/4. This is my come on. Ooh. So we're going to use this. All right. So a lot of you commented on my, and you're really close so I can read the comments because my phone is dead. Charging it. But a lot of you guys commented on my last Blue Night Rubber Stamps video that you were curious about the shimmer inks. So I have some of the Spectrum Noir shimmer markers here. What are you doing? What are you up to? Oh, I need it. You have your own rag. Why are you taking my rag? In your cleaning drawer there. Yeah, you do. So these are the shimmer markers, but they're Spectrum Noir, and they're basically mica markers. They're called Spectrum Noir Sparkle pens. They're called shimmer pens. They're called glitter pens, whatever you want to call them. But they also sell them in these pots. And the pots are a better value because you get a lot more, and then you can decide how much shimmer you want by shaking it up. All of the mica will fall off the bottom and kind of incorporate itself into the pigments, but they're highly, highly pigmented inks, and I really like them because they're very pretty in terms of colors. They're very bright, very pigmented. They do have a few neutral colors, which are nice if you guys just bought all of those Blue Night Rubber stamps. So I wanted to show them, and I got some new stamps from HSN. So we'll use a combination of the markers, and I grabbed a couple pots. I also wanted to try out this new city scene stencil from Altenew. Well, it's not new, it's new to me. And the paper that I'm using, I really like. I keep reaching for this Arteza Watercolor Pad Expert paper. It's really, I generally have a hard time with watercolor paper. I don't know why, but this watercolor paper seems to be pretty nice. So I'm gonna use the smooth side, and this is just like a little practice piece here because I wanted to see if this idea would work or not. Hello, Jennifer. Hey, Leah, do you want to grab my pixie spray off the other table there? Please. Pretty, 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 please. Leah.
Can I use my phone to read the comments?
No, it's all right. I don't need to read their comments. They can send them to me right here. That's okay. I have Chow and I have Stacy and Tracy, and they'll keep everybody in line.
So they can answer.
Oh, Patty, you're so lucky. Maybe I'll come there and get my nails done. Hello, Crafting Fox from Scotland. I didn't try it yet, but I did buy it, Bonnie. All right, we want to give this a second to get kind of tacky here. And just going to stick this down. Oh, you know what? This may not work because of Pixie Spray. I always forget. Pixie Spray makes everything sticky. Nance, you moron. All right, I'm going to scratch this idea. I originally was going to ink this and heat emboss it, but then I realized I put Pixie Spray on everything, and Pixie Spray will stick to all the heat embossing. So I'm just going to go in and use my black ink, my VersaFine Clair ink. Actually, we're going to use 2 colors of ink. Because I'm a moron. All right, I'm going to move this up a little now that I've changed my thought process here. And I'm going to go direct to paper with this VersaFine Clair Morning Mist. This is a nice waterproof ink, and I like it because it does go down nice and thick, which you're going to see here in a second. Now, I don't need this to be real precise. This is pretty good. Of course, you could go in with an ink dauber and make it really, really pretty if you wanted to. This is good enough for what I'm looking for. Okay, now I'm going to turn the stencil around and go a little shorter. Stick that down. And I'm going to go in with the black. And I'm just going to do this front part with the black. I was going to do that with embossing powder, and then it would have looked really cool. All right, so there's my little city scene. Let me just wipe my stencil up real quick. We're going to give this just a second to dry. Easy peasy, easy to clean up. All right, then I'm going to take the heat tool to this just to heat it a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to start with the pots on this one. So I'm going to do these 3 colors just to show you how they work. So I have aquamarine, amethyst, and cosmos. So I have a blue, a teal, a purple, and a pink. And I want to change this teal out to a blue. Hold on. I don't want teal, I want blue. Here we go. This is more blue. Starry sky. Perfect. And all I'm doing is swirling. You can hear the little mixing balls in there. Swirly, swirly, swirly. This is the Altenew City Scene Stencil, and I will link everything for you guys. Oh, Tracy, stop. Teasing. All right, so all I'm going to do here, this is so easy, is I have a little pot of water. I have some little brushes here. And the pots are nice because, like I said, you can watercolor with them. You get a lot in the pots, and you can use these pots to refill your markers. So, and all I'm going to do is just kind of wet my scene in between here. Because this is a waterproof ink, it's not going to bleed. And I'm going to start with the lightest color, which is the pink. And just drop that in and watercolor over everything. Nice bright color. I wanted to do this scene with the alcohol inks, but I got these first. All right, I'm going to do that whole first layer pink. Then I'm going to go in and saturate this kind of in-between area with some water. Oh, it's not focusing? Check your settings. Ooh, that's a little darker than I wanted. We're gonna dilute that out. Not working? Okay. Hold on. I pushed the thing to... Well, the stamp looks blurry because I didn't stamp it. Hold on. Let me clean the camera. Cleaning. Is that any better? My hand looked blurry too. Hold on, let me see if there's any way. Nope, can't change it there. Can't change it there. There's no way for me to change it. It's the signal, okay. Hello, Ryan. Ryan, do I look blurry to you? Could be. We just had a thunderstorm come through here, so maybe that's it. I was going to add some purple to this, but I kind of like the way the blue and the pink look, and I don't want to change it now. Could be YouTube. So there we have our quick little city scene, and as it dries, it will sparkle better. Okay, so it could be the thunderstorms. Maybe I'll put a little tiny bit of purple at the top, just a smidgen. There we go. Uh-oh, I dripped too much water in there. It doesn't take very much, just a little bit of water. And that color just goes. I think, and like I said, that I really like this watercolor paper. And if it's too dark, just go in, add some more water, blend it out. I'm getting clearer. It's like an eye test here. Can you see me now? How about now? How about now? All right. So I'm going to let that just sit and dry. That's kind of why I wanted that stencil. You can see that these colors are highly pigmented. They do stain, but they're very, very pretty. I mean, these inks. I don't know why I said stencils. And as it's drying, if you look down at the cityscape, can you see the sparkles from the mica? So that'll look cool. Let me take the heat gun to it. Let me put my lids on my jars here. And you can do the same thing, hi Kim, with the markers. If you have the markers I showed you, it's the exact same stuff. You just wet it down, take the markers. And put that, yeah, it's just a subtle amount of shimmer, but it looks pretty. It's not like over like girl glitter or anything. Now it's fuzzy. It's focusing on me and not my image. All right, so that's good enough. But you can see very, very subtle shimmer sparkle in there. See? Very easy to do. Okay, so let's move on with another piece here. I wanted to use the new Spectrum Noir stamps. These were the ones that just came with the sparkle. These came with some sparkle pots. I'm not using the exact colors that came with it. Maybe we can do like that moon sky that we did before. You know what? I'm going to do a sunrise one. So let's start with that. So I'm going to start with the background and then we'll stamp. So same thing with background. I'm going to use some other colors, some red, oranges, and yellows here. I will try to remember to tell you the names, but I'm going to start with the bottom third. Just get that wet. You can use your Tim Holtz sprayer too. This one did come with one of the packs. This one's called Firefly. Oh yeah, I bet. That's a trick that's been around for quite a while. Because what it does is it absorbs the colors, which is cool. So this is a nice yellow. It's not too golden. It's just a nice yellow. Let's start with that. This one's a little bit more golden yellow. This one's called Candlelight. This came out of the Christmas collection. I'll just use a tiny bit of this one. There we go. Put that in there just a little bit. Okay, and then this one's kind of orangey. This one's called Log Fire, and then the red one's called Solar Red. You'll see all that mica just falls in there. The more you shake it, the more you get that mica moving around, the more glitter you're going to have, but you can dilute that color down. So you can see here how easily it just reactivates with the water. If you don't have these, you can also use your re-inkers. So if you have ink pad re-inkers, that is a really bright orange. I did not want that bright, so I'm definitely going to dilute this out. That's way too bright. I'm just going to add a whole bunch of water and pull that color out. You can also use distress inks if you have distress inks, and kind of do the same thing because those are all water reactive. Now, if there's a spot like that where you just think, oh, that is just too much, like I really think that's too much, just go in with your paper towel and pick that up. So now, hey, look at that, I fixed it. Okay, gonna put that away a little bit. Candy corn. Leah was gonna go hide a rock today and it was a candy corn rock, and I was like, it's not Halloween. Why don't you save that for Halloween? I'm just taking the color off the lid here because this is the red and I really only want a little bit of red. There we go. And I'm going to do the opposite and pull the red down into the orange. All right, now we have more of that kind of morning ombre look. And I'm just taking water, blending them together. Blending the yellow into the orange. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to heat set this so we can stamp on it. Hey, Stace. Okay. It's pretty dry. All right, so now I'm going to get these photopolymer stamps out. I think because this is textured paper, I should use my Misty. Hi, Bonnie. So, you guys have stuff in your stash that's very similar. Like I said, you can use re-inkers, you can use your watercolor markers, you can use your distress inks, anything that's water reactive. You can just scribble it down over here on your pad. Those Kareen markers would work beautifully with this because they're such smooth markers. Go there. Noelle, you should get that today, probably tomorrow if you didn't get it today. Okay, so I'm going to use this set here, Butterfly Meadow, and I picked this up on HSN, and it came with 3 pots of those colors. These are photopolymer stamps. Yeah, Spectrum Noir. Yeah, I don't always do that water drop things. I don't know why people do that like every single time. I'm with you. Leave it the way it is. All right, so this has like this little like foliage. Let me move this over a little bit. Wild flowers, I guess you would call them. And I did use the smooth side of the watercolor paper. Again, going into my VersaFine Clair, which I think I need to re-ink. do that again. This is probably not going to come out 100% perfect just because it is watercolor paper, but I'll stamp it a few times to see how dark we can get it. We're getting there. We're getting there. VersaFine Clear ink is great for watercoloring, not great for alcohol markers. For alcohol markers, I would recommend, actually, if you have this Brutus Monroe ink, you can use it for everything. Brutus Monroe detail ink is great for watercoloring and for alcohol markers. All right, I'm going to do one more on this one, and then we're going to say it is what it is. It's the only bad thing about stamping on watercolor paper is it's never going to be a full silhouette black image unless you go through and... Leah? My kid ditched me. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'm going to clean my stamp and move it over. Leah and I went fishing today. We ain't catch anything. And I bought a $6 lure at the bait shop this morning and lost it. So that was my day. My tooth still hurts. I've been taking Advil to kind of keep it at bay. I was able to call another dentist today, and they're going to see me. The earliest they can get me is Friday. So I'm just kind of hanging in. Well, that's not gonna work. Let's see here, Nance. You're gonna have to be a little more creative with how you do this. Like, get the big misty out. No, 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 no. You just have to be strategic with your planning. Me, strategic? Never. Just do like this. Ta-da! See, Karen, I was thinking about you. There we go. Yeah, I think a little bit right here. Touch up that little spot. All right, that looks swell to me. And I think I'm going to keep it pretty simple and just add the butterfly, and we can color the butterfly a little bit if we want to. Put it right there because I have a little boo-boo with the ink there I don't like, so I want to cover that up. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm going to throw in a couple of these little butterflies just to keep him company. Do some of these smaller ones. It does give you quite a few of these little butterflies, which is kind of neat. They're different sizes, so. Get off my finger. Okay, just do those three little guys. Pretty. Okay, they stamped out beautifully. We clean those up. There's a couple sentiments in here. I'm not going to put those on right now, but I am going to color in the butterfly. We'll use the little brushes for that. I mean the markers. The sentiments say, your wings already exist. All you have to do is fly, and you are simply wonderful. So super cute. Now all we need to do is color the butterfly. Okay, focus, focus, focus. There we go. Okay, what are you guys looking for? Somebody said ask Nancy. Hi, Bernie. Oh, you guys are fixing stuff, YouTube stuff. Okay. Oh, yeah, you could stamp it first. I just like to lay down my colors and then stamp, but you could definitely stamp first, yes. Yeah, whatever your personal preference is. The reason I do it that way, honestly, is because let's say I stamp first and I color it, and I don't stay in the lines, and then it's already stamped, and so this way it doesn't matter what it looks like. So I'm just going to take the smaller brush, my little paintbrush here. Ooh, let's clean off the ink off the little squeegee thingy here. Ah! OCD, ink everywhere. Okay. And I'm going to just kind of lift the color off of the butterfly first. I mean, he's pretty, but we don't really want him that color. So I'm just going to get some water in there as careful as I can. And then I'm going to lift it out. See how that lightened him a little bit? What do they call that? The bleaching effect? That was big back in the day too. Karen, did you have better luck than I did? Because I didn't catch nothing today. Oh, people have actually used bleach? Okay. we don't need bleach. All right. So now I'm going to take some of the markers. And I know you guys hate this, but I want a yellow butterfly. You know, maybe I'll do blue. Maybe I'll do blue. I'll just be different this time, do blue. Oh, this is faux bleaching. So you can go direct to paper with the marker. I don't want to do that. I'm actually going to scribble the marker over here on the side and pick it up in small amounts. This one's called Majestic Purple. I thought it was blue, but purple it is. So I'm kind of making like my own watercolor ink here. And again, you can mix and match the markers, the pots. If you have water-based ink refills, so your dye ink refills, you can do this with that. You can use your Zig markers, your Tombow markers. What are those other markers? The mermaid markers. I need a smaller paintbrush. And again, if you want it to be darker, you just add more color. And if you want it to be lighter, you add more water. Okay, now I want to grab some lighter blue. Yeah, if you're using water-based markers like this, or distress ink or distress markers, you don't need to use real bleach. You can just use water, and it'll give you the same effect because they're water-based. The water moves it out of the way. So there we go. Very, very easy to do. So yeah, I will link everything for you, but I'm using this. I love this paper. It's the easiest for me to use. I've used all kinds of watercolor paper, but this works really easy. So Expert Watercolor paper. I'm using my Spectrum Noir Sparkle inks and Sparkle markers. For ink, I'm using VersaFine Clair ink. And it's pretty easy to do. They do have clear. In fact, the clear is the same one. When you buy the clear, it comes in a 3-pack. It's the same as what's in their clear marker. So that's why I said the pots are a better value, because you can use the pots to refill the markers. So you just pull this out and then use a pipette to fill it back up. And then you spill it all over yourself and all over the desk, like I did. So if you don't feel like this has enough shimmer, you can go in and add shimmer. Or if you're using, like I said, if you're just using your distress inks, you can go in with this shimmer and add the shimmer, and nobody will be any wiser that you didn't use shimmer pens, because you can put clear shimmer on top of everything. So you have subtle shimmer in the background and lots of shimmer on that butterfly. So I can do I think I have one more piece of paper here. Hold on. This one. All right, so this is some really light blue. This is called Moonstone. Perfect. Get a clean paper towel. All right, so for this one, I'm going to start by doing a circle in the center. Ooh, am I on the smooth side or the bumpy side? Oh, I'm on the bumpy side. Let me turn this over. I want to use the smooth side. Oops, need my water first. And you could use a water brush. You don't have to use a paintbrush either. A water brush gives you a little more control. And I'm just going to barely dab into my moonstone. Look at that. I want to heat set that one. Yeah, it's like Winkostella Candace, but it's cheaper. Oh, my moon is not so moony. Let me fix my moon. Well, I can go in and fix it later, but... we'll fix it later. Okay, now we're going to add some darker colors. Actually, I think for this, I'm going to spray. Let me grab a piece of masking tape. To try to keep some of my moon's integrity circle shape. Did you guys see the picture of Leah's new shirt? I made that with Creative Vision Stamps foil. Okay, good. I used a piece of masking tape. Yay! Yeah, there wasn't, well, the lake that we went to, there was some teenagers there and they were just acting a fool. And then we went to our little lake, but there was a thunderstorm rolling in, so we didn't actually get to fish. Actually, there was a guy kind of messing around near the boat, so I went over to make sure he wasn't messing around with my boat because I would have had to smack somebody. But you know what I mean. All right, I'm going to take my distress sprayer and just kind of spritz this a little bit. Just a light misting. Am I going? Ooh, look at that. Trying to stay away from my moon sticker. Okay. That color was called Teacup. Looks like blue jeans to me. This one is Starry Sky. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Look how pretty that is. Gotta move that. It's gotta be a little more random. Ryan needs a whole craft house now. Okay, and then I'm going to dip into the purple. And again, just going to dilute that. It's going under my moon. You know, they're doing those, they did, well, I don't know if they're going to be doing any more, but they had those crafting cruises. Did anybody ever go on one of those? But it was like all like geared towards like scrapbooking and stuff. I don't know that it would be towards card making. Maybe we need to find one of our crafty friends that's a travel agent and do some cruising. Do you guys want me to put some salt on this so you can see the salt method? I can run up and get some. All right, hold on. Let me grab the salt. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to put the lids on these and move them out of the way. Okay. Let's put this under here. Like that. And yeah, I'm going to spritz real quick. So we get a little bit of spotting there. But I also need to kind of reincorporate my moon because we lost the moon. we're going to try to get some of that back. Okay, the moon is peeking through trees, okay? That's what we're going to say. Okay, we got our moon back. All right, so to do the salt method, it is ideal if your paper is still wet and you put these, I don't know if this is going to work because my paper's drying out. You want to use, I think coarse salt works better. I'm going to spray it again. And then we'll see if that works. And then what supposedly it does is the salt, you can see the salt starts to absorb the ink and then it'll leave these white spots behind. And this is coarse kosher salt, which I use for my fish eggs as bait. I don't use it in cooking. And we can take our heat tool to it on the low setting. Just leave it on till it's dry. All right, so can you see how the salt has kind of soaked up all the colors? Now we can shake the salt off. Oops, that one wasn't completely dry. Okay. All right, so it made these tiny little spots. You can do the same thing with the distress sprayer. See the little spots? That's all it does. That's all it does, folks. And again, you can almost do some of that with, oops, those are kind of big. We might have to lift some of those up. Okay, and then I like to add white stars, and the way I do that is with a block. Still salt on here. Be gone. Okay. Now I'm gonna have salt all over the desk, you guys. Okay, the two ways I like to add stars are, one, bringing back in the shimmer pens. Okay, and this, like, diluting that on there and then flicking. So we will have nice shimmery stars. So that's easy to do. And then if you want more pronounced stars, we take a little bit of Copic white. Ooh, mine's drying out. my gosh, it is all dried out. What the heck, Copic? That no make me no happy. This is not that old, and this stuff is uber expensive. But anyways, you put some of that on there. Same thing. Get that wet. Okay, now our piece is a night sky. You could say it's a galaxy if you wanted to. It all depends on how you decorate it. Clean up the mess fairly quickly because Copic is permanent. Somebody commented in my video not too long ago. New to your channel. I like how you do your videos. Oh, and I like how you clean up after yourself. I was like, thanks. A lot of people would want that edited out. All right, so once that dries, you'll see we'll have a sparkle background, but then we'll also have sparkly stars and white stars. So then I'm going to use that other stamp set. Now I think this is too pretty for the stamp set. I don't want to use the stamp set. I'm going to use this one. Bernie's in Ohio, right, Bernie? Hi, Richard. Okay, so for this, I was gonna do this fairy sitting on the mushroom in the dark, but now I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's too pretty. I don't want to put that fairy on there. What am I gonna do? Ryan says the fairy would be pretty. Okay. All right, you guys win. There is still water on here. Come on now. The ink all over me. All right, we'll stamp her first, and then we'll stamp everything else around her. Almost stamped it. You guys. Hold on. Oh, I should have dried everything and then did heat embossing with her. That would have been better. Whoops. Too late now. Oh, it's time for a dose of Advil. There's a thumping going on in my tooth. I might take my chances, you guys, and heat emboss her, but I don't think it's going to come out because of the wet background. I know, Karen, and I have a pretty high pain tolerance, so this has been going on for like 2 weeks now, and now I'm like, maybe I should have got this taken care of last week. All right, that's as good as she's gonna get. Oops, just dropped my cleaner. I can't emboss it because the outside is still wet under the paper, under the surface. So if we put heat embossing powder on it, it'll stick everywhere. I don't have any of the glaze. You not having that. Anyway, if I would do it in anything, I would do it in this Brutus Monroe Drop the Mic. Let me see. Let me be bold and daring and careless because that's why you guys love me. Oh, it didn't work. See the spots up there? Let me see if I can clean it up. Where's my little brushy brush? Here we go. Tiny little bit in her wings here. I don't want to mess with it too much because I don't want to mess with the integrity. All right, I'm going to try to heat emboss that. I was hoping more sparkles would stick to her, but that's okay. Yeah, does that online scrap expo start tomorrow? It's Stamp Scrap Art Tour, right? Stamp Scrap Art something expo. That's tomorrow, right? I like Elizabeth Craft Designs tape, her double-sided tape, and her dies are very intricate and pretty. Okay, let's heat and bot this. Okay, we can live with that. It's not hateful. It's cool. Okay. And let's put that back in there. Move it up to the mushroom. And then we can go in and bleach out the mushroom later. Let's add that foliage so it looks like she's under the trees a little bit. Yeah, there's a stamp expo online, and it's just for tomorrow, I guess. So it's just going to be, they're going to give discounts and stuff. Okay, that looks pretty nice. You know what I should do? Oh, I should put a little bug in her hand and put a Chobani light behind there. That's too much work. That'd be cool, though. Like a glow bug. Okay. Now we just need to add some color to our mushrooms or bleach our mushrooms out. I'm going to actually use some neutral colors here to color our mushrooms because I do have some pretty ugly colors here we can use. Let me bleach them out first. Oops. Oh, white Nance, come on. That's one way to make it lighter. You know, I don't really have luck with those Chobani lights. They're so big and bulky. Like you have to make a whole thing back there with the track and the batteries and everything. Okay. Now, green pickle, that's the one I wanted. I'm going right on here with this one. And I'm going to do some clear on her wings. And, okay, let me see if I have like a tannish brown color. Might be, that's too pinky. I think embossing her made her look a lot better. Give her a little bit of dimension. And again, you can use any kind of water-based watercolor markers, any watercolor paints, anything you have to do this. It doesn't have to be these shimmer markers. The shimmer markers are just fun. Who doesn't like a little shimmer and glitter? All right, I want like this kind of taupey color. Let me see what I have to do the top of the mushroom there. I did have one and it was really ugly. Ooh, it's one of the pots. Hold on. Here it is. Looks like baby poop green almost. It's called Sleigh Bell and is the most horrible color ever. Now I found a use for it. I'm gonna make it a mushroom. It's like an olive green. It just reminds me of dirty baby diapers. Like this color is horrendous. I think my neighbors are shooting off fireworks. Perfect for a mushroom though. Ooh, crystal gems. Like bling bling? Sure I do. You see the sparkle and the shimmer? You guys can't see it. There, you can see it. My neighbors, it's kind of cool because they're always doing fireworks, so we can literally sit on our deck and watch fireworks all the time. It's great. We're all in pain. Somebody needs to send us something. I can't take Vicodin. I'm way allergic to that. All I can take is Advil. Okay, so we did 3 watercolor backgrounds using the Spectrum Noir Sparkle Pots. And I will link everything for you guys down in the description once we're done here. So I'll show you everything we used. And it was just getting messy and having fun. I didn't have an agenda. I just thought, hey, I want to play with sparkle inks, and I wanted to try out my new stamps. So I'll show them to you real quick again. Everything that we used. All right, so the first one I did was this one. And again, the watercolor paper that I used on all of these was the Arteza Watercolor Pad Expert. I will link my link for you guys so you can get that. And hopefully the camera will show. There's more shimmer on the bottom than the sky, but it's very pretty. And the colors I used for that, if you have the markers or the pots, Cosmos, which blue was it? This one. Oops. Starry Sky, and Amethyst. So I used those 3 on this. So what I did, Stacy, is the first layer of the stencil, the back layer, this one, I was going to heat emboss it, but I had pixie sprayed the stencil, and I knew if I heat embossed it, the pixie spray would cause the particles to stick. So at that point, I had already stuck the stencil down. So the first layer I did with VersaFine Clair Morning Mist. So I did that one first, which is this background layer. And I just went right over the stencil with it, so direct to paper. And then the lower layer was the bottom part of the stencil. I put that in front, and I used the black VersaFine Clair on the front. Once they were both inked, I heat set them. And then just use the ink starting with the pink, going in with the blue, and then adding the purple. So very easy to do on that one. Okay. And then the second one we did was using the pots and this stamp set from Crafter's Companion. And I picked the pots up and the stamps from HSN, but I saw that Craft Stash has them, and Craft Stash has them. You can either buy the stamps or you can buy the pots, but they're sold out of them a lot right now. So you may have to go to HSN and get them. But this one is called Butterfly Meadow, and it is a photopolymer stamp. It's not a silicone stamp, which made me very happy. And the colors we used on this one, ooh, I actually just got a glimpse of the little balls, and they're clear plastic little balls. They look like fish eggs. I thought they were little metal balls, but they're little clear plastic balls in there. Okay, anyway. The things that amuse us. All right. So Firefly is on the bottom. And then Candlelight. The orange was Log Fire, which was super bright, so I lifted that off. And then we added a tiny bit of Solar Red to the top. And then blended that all together and dried it. Yeah, Craft Stash has been sold out of a lot of stuff lately. So I don't know if they've restocked or not. I've stopped linking them because they're sold out. And then we stamped the little wildflowers, at the bottom. We stamped the butterfly and the little butterflies. And then for the larger butterfly, we just took some water and we bleached it out with some water. And then I just took some of the sparkle markers and colored it in with some of the sparkle markers. And you can see, and then a clear shimmer on the edge of the butterfly. How pretty that is. So we have that one. And then for the last one was the one that was the most fun building, which was, again, just taking those shimmer inks. We started with the moonstone in the middle there, and then added some darker blues and some purples around the edge. We did a little bit of the salt method. Again, I don't really think it's worth going and using the salt because you can do the water droplet method. Using some sparkle pen flicking to get some sparkle stars on there, and then also flicking some white, opaque white Copic ink on there. And then we stamped, heat embossed our little fairy there. The embossing powder is a new one from Brutus Monroe called Drop the Mic. It's kind of cool because it's basically black, but then it has these little holographic shimmers in there, and I thought they would just look cool on her. Put some shimmer in her wings. Stamp some foliage at the top there. You could probably stamp some foliage down here as well. In fact, those wildflower, I'm going to do that. Just so it looks like she's on the ground. Because it looks like she's kind of floating away. And I am going to go gargle some salt water like you guys suggest. And take a whole bunch of Advil. Well, she's kind of floating. I don't like that her butt's hanging off of there too high. All right, now it's done. So now they're all done. I will link everything for you. If you have any questions and you missed our live, post them down below. I will post everything in the description for you. I am uploading the video showing Leah's new foil shirt. Let me go get it quick so I show you guys what it looks like up close. Hold on. Needless to say, it did have its challenges, but it was really pretty. I mean, really easy once I figured out. It was all my own mistakes. Oh, look at it. Look at it and want one. Okay. But I did have to go back and re-iron it. You can see here it kind of pressed it down, but whatever. Her hair's long enough, it's going to cover it up anyway. Still pretty. It was a nightmare, you guys, because I first cut it on the wrong side of the heat transfer vinyl. So then I went and cut it again on the right side, and you know me and weeding, no, we can't get along. So literally cursing as I'm trying to weed because I didn't have my blade on the right setting. So finally, I cut it a third time, and when I cut it a third time, I had my blade set too far, and it cut all the way through, but I could work with that. But then when I stuck this down at that point, I was like, I'm sticking it. It's getting ironed on and that's it. But in the end, it worked out. It's not perfect, but she's 7 and she loved it. Yeah, turn it inside out to wash it. So I have that video uploading. It's 27 minutes long. It really should have only taken me 10 minutes, but you guys love all of the bloopers and laughing at me along the way and calling me a dumbass, so it'll be fun for you guys to watch. And that's all I got. And there's our little fun for tonight. So thank you guys for watching. Keep an eye on our group, Foiling Snobs Club. If you, again, did not get your May cards from the May swap, please PM me and let me know so that I can fix that. My team and I are working on that. So we can try to avoid that in next month's challenge. Next month's challenge I am working on. It will go up sometime the first week in June. What you will have to do is you will fill out a Google form. Even if you filled it out last month in May, you are not automatically entered in June. It's a completely new form. It will be a new group. It's probably going to be 5 to 6 cards this time, and probably going to be a theme. I think we're going to go with the birthday theme because that seems to be the easiest theme for everybody, and most people do have birthday supplies. I know, we're going to be in June next month. So we're going to have that. And then don't forget to head over to Tracy's blog, because Tracy is posting the address for a very special person that everybody who has loved and raved CVS foil really should be sending this person, the goddess. You guys, we should all be sending her a card. I have to work on her card today and send that out. So that address is on Tracy's blog. So it's the Hopeful Crafter. That's Tracy's blog. Tracy is also almost to 1,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel. She's going to have a giveaway. So make sure you are subscribed to her channel and watching for her giveaway if you would like to win more items. For any of you that were generously looking to donate to her giveaway, contact Tracy. You can get the information from her on where to send your donations. Yeah. Yeah, let's get the first card done. But if you are having problems, with the card exchange, please reach out to one of us, either Stacy, Tracy, myself, or Terry. We are handling the card exchange. There was several people in May that told me they didn't get their cards, and it's a little upsetting that some people put effort into making 4 or 5 cards and they only got 2 cards or 3 cards back. And I only had one person contact me and say, hey, I need help. And I helped that person. We don't have a problem helping you. We know life gets in the way. And what we'll do is we'll send out cards on your behalf. I had people tell me, oh, I don't know who I sent cards to. I had people tell me, well, I sent my cards, but I sent them late. So, you know, I don't have any way of knowing that if you don't communicate that with me. Listen, this is for fun, guys. Like, we're not going to send the card police after you. Yes, we love to help. You know what I do when I make all these cards, you guys? I put them in a big stash. And when you guys say to me, hey, I need a card for so-and-so, I pull it out of my stash. That's why you never see me put sentiments on my cards, because I never know what I'm going to use them for. So when I do the June sign-up sheet, you only need to fill it out once. Do not fill it out more than once. You need to fill out every single piece of information in there. So it's going to be your name, your address, your email address. I'm going to ask you for your birthday and month this time. And the theme is probably going to be birthday. And we are going to do 5 or 6 cards, probably birthday theme. Anything you want as long as it's birthday theme. So it can be, you know, foiled. It can be stamped. It doesn't have to be foiled. It can be, I don't care if you do graffiti on it and make it a cool birthday card. Whatever you want to do. Like, what I'm putting Ryan on my list so I can tell Ryan he needs to send me some cupcakes with his cards. Just kidding. So, but if, you know, a few people don't follow the rules, it does make it a little harder for us because it's not fair to everybody else. So I'm going to explain the rules very clearly. You need to make sure that you check our Facebook page. I would leave them blank so that other people can use them. Yes, I would just stamp happy birthday in there. Yeah, Ryan's on everybody's list. So I'm working on that this weekend. I'm giving you guys a heads up if you want to start making some birthday cards, some 5 or 6 birthday cards. And I will put a timestamp on them that they need to be mailed by a certain date, because in order for me to find out, these cards are supposed to have been mailed out the 15th. We're now on the 29th. So if people didn't get their cards by now, my assumption is you didn't send them a card, which is not fair. All right. Okay, I see 101 people. I see 62 thumbs up. I have 3 boxes to give away. Who wants to win a box? Comment. Comment which card you like better. There's the comment. Comment the city scene, the butterfly, or the fairy. How about that? And I'll put my things away, and then I'll go find my daughter to pull some winners. She ran away from us. Which means she's probably playing video games on her phone, because that seems to be her new thing. Or she's doing TikToks. Yeah, don't forget your thumbs up, people. Let me grab the boxes, because I just want them out of my basement. I did attempt to go to the post office today and mail the winners from yesterday, 2 days ago. But the post office was crowded again. All right, here we go. Do you want to see what's in the boxes? These are the last 3 boxes. My tooth hurts. Okay. The first little box has, and I would like, for honest people, if your name gets picked, this box is more like a beginner's box because it has some special things in it. So I would like, if you have this major item that's in here, for you to ask me to get you a different box, okay? Okay, so this one has the nice photopolymer Christmas stamp set from Stampin' Up. Has some nice stickers. Has some little boy die cuts and stickers. Has the residue eraser. Has some little elephant ribbon to go with the little boy stuff. Okay. Has a very lightly used distress ink tin with brand new distress inks. Has a little crown die cut thing. Has a stencil brush cleaner, nail brush, whatever you want to use it for. But the big prize in this one, and I want somebody who doesn't have one of these to win this. A brand new Mini Misty. Okay, so that's the big one in that one. Because I know not everybody has one of those. Okay, so if you have one, and you could say, please, I don't need the Misty box, please. Please. Oh, this one doesn't have a FSC sticker. Where's my stickers? You need to get a sticker for the FSC club. You get one of these. Okay, so that's box numero uno. And if you won previously, sorry, not eligible. We got to share alike here. All right, I'm going to tape this one up while we're here. Let me text the child. Isn't that terrible? I have to text my child. Oh, my phone's almost charged. And I'm sorry, I have spent like over $200 in shipping, so I cannot ship to internationals, please. So US only. I'm going to do a contest in the future for my international people. I'm going to find some fancy foils to send to my international people. I don't know when, I don't know where, but I'm working on it for you peoples. And then I will go to the post office if I get up tomorrow morning. If not, next week. Here she comes. Okay. We need you to pick winners, but I'm showing them what their prizes are. You just like ditched us. You ran away. Okay, that's box number 1. Okay, here's box number 2. Here's your shirt. Remember, take it upstairs.
I forgot I had that.
Okay. All right, box number 2 has some red and black pearls. It does have your FSC stickers. Frosted Foliage Cling Stamp Set from Stampin' Up. This one has, oh, the fish die cuts. Leah said she didn't want these. She took those out. She took the princess. Has some butterflies. These are chipboard butterflies that you can spray and color. Has a With Love corner die from Gemini. Some little adventure, I don't know what these are, boy pieces they say. Don't grow up, it's a trap. Oh, some more of those Heidi Swapp adventure pieces. Some rhinestone circles. And the big prize in this one is the 40 piece of Arteza acrylic markers, which were sold out for a long time. This is great if you're like somebody that likes to do mixed media, if you do, like Leah and I do rock painting, if you make signs, things like that. Lots of fun with those markers. So that's that package. So we're going to tape this box up. This way, all I need to do is write your address on it and it's ready to go. I know, Bernie, they're wonderful. And if you guys don't win, you can go online and order the Arteza markers and the Arteza watercolor paper I was using today. You will not regret it. Oh, that box is pretty heavy. Okay, here is the last box. This is the heaviest box. Okay. All right. This box has, wow, quite a few little goodies in here. Hold on. Okay. So the biggest piece to this box is that Anna Griffin Pretty Paintings card making kit. I think this kit is so beautiful. It's so classic. Again, I showed that you get everything you need. If you're a beginner, this is a great card making set. Even if you're not a beginner, it's a great card making set. You get all the envelopes. You get all of the base card stock. Here it is. So you get all of that. You get all the envelopes. You get all the layering pieces. And then you get all the ephemera to go with it. So you have all of these layered. And these are already layered and popped up. Watercolor looking flowers. Very nice for this time of year. You get already tied ribbon that you just need to stick down. This is the more foiled ephemera. Comes with pop dots, and then it comes with all of your sentiments. So quick. I like taking these kinds of sets on vacation with me because all you need is a little glue, and they come out as very beautiful cards. Yes, Anna Griffin card kits I love. I especially love her Christmas card. So that's in that set. Big, beautiful box. That. You get the Blue Night rubber stamps cloud stencil. You get, oh, I put these two together. Here's Grandpa, right? Look at this. Grandpas are daddies with a cherry on top. Isn't that just beautiful to put those two together? So you get that. Okay. I fall in love with you more and more every day, except yesterday. Yesterday you were pretty annoying. We don't like that one. I'd walk through fire for you. No, not fire because it's dangerous, but a super humid room. But not too humid because my hair. Okay, you have another beautiful Gemini belly band. This is more dimensional glitter stickers. And then this has the Stamp and Cut and Emboss dies here for Nature's Thoughts. Here. So nice, perfect frame size. Nice little lattice border. There's a nice feather, some butterflies, so some stuff there. Put that in there. And then a Wendy Vecchi Studio stamp set, a glue thingy. What do you call that? This is the Wendy Vecchi Studio stamps here. So some cool things in this box too. I think every box has something unique, different, that you should find something in your box that you should like. And yeah, you can share. I will not be offended if there's anything that you don't particularly like or think you're going to use, or maybe you already have it. If you would forward the items to Stacy, or to Tracy, not to Stacy, to Tracy, so Tracy can use it in her giveaway. That would make everybody, I think, feel a lot better because someone else can take advantage of winning in our group. But I think every box, like I said, has something unique to make them worth it. And again, I want to thank all of the donors who sent things over. There was a lot of good stuff shoved in, a lot of good boxes. And I want to thank everybody for your donations. Truly, truly appreciate it. And those of you that donated for me to pay for postage, that was really, really appreciated. Because the post lady was like, oh, you again. And I was like, yeah, just take my money. All right, so let me have Leah pick some winners. Hold on, I gotta bring the video up. Okay, go through the names. Owie, my toothy hurts. Okay, pick some people. That one, I really love this box. Charlotte Smith. Charlotte Smith, which box did you really love? Thank you, Karen. Charlotte Smith, was that the Anna Griffin box, Charlotte? wait till she answers.
No, I got someone else.
Okay.
The one that says, pick me. Leo, please.
Everybody says pick me, pick me, pick me. What's the name?
Pick.
Candace Zaffarano. Candace Zaffarano. Hold on, let me write this down. Hold on, hold on.
Sticky notes.
Okay, she wants the Anna Griffin box. Okay, Candace, do you have a Misty, Candace? Candace has a Misty, so Candace gets Candace gets box number 2. This box is, might have to put this one in another box. Okay, so this is Charlotte's. Let me put Charlotte's name on this one. Give me box number 2. That will be Candace's. Make sure you guys email me your addresses. This is why you watch the lives, because you never know if I'm going to give away something or not.
I know.
Okay, hold on. That one's the Misty box, right? Box number 1. Yeah, that one's the markers. Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Make sure it's not somebody you picked before. Ow, my mouth hurts. Judy M. With the pictures of the boxes. Leah liked your boxes, Judy. Judy M. Judy, do you have a Misty?
Here you go.
Thanks.
You got a text too.
Oh, I got a text.
I don't know who.
Oh, let me see here. Judy, I'm going to send you the box and then you can decide what you want to do with it. I don't know if you have a new Misty or an older Misty or a big Misty. My little card thing's all flipped up. She read your comment, Charlotte. That was the first one she read. And then she liked, I don't know, she just started picking pictures and things. That's usually how she picks them out.
I'm not picking pictures this time.
You picked Judy's pictures because of the boxes. And
No,
I think
it's because I saw Judy so much time, so I just looked
oh, that's what it was. Can you take this back up to the kitchen?
What is this?
Here.
Salt?
Judy, you decide what you want to do with it. If you don't need it, you can mail it to Tracy, and Tracy can give it in her giveaway. Whatever you want to do. I'm sure Tracy would love to give away a Misty if you don't need it, but it's a new Misty, so I can understand if you want to upgrade from the pink to the black. It's whatever you want to do, honey. All right, so if you gals can send me your address so I can try to get these in the mail. I will try to go tomorrow morning. nancystamps15@gmail.com, and get these in the mail, plus the other two. And then I am all done with giveaways, but keep in mind, Tracy's going to do her giveaways. Anything that you guys want to donate to Tracy would be very, very much appreciated. Don't forget to go to Tracy's blog for someone very special address that we all need to be sending a card to. In fact, I need to work on that card right away. And then most likely the June card exchange will go up sometime next week. You'll fill in the Google sheet, you fill it in once, and then you will eventually get an email from one of us that tells you who's in your group. And don't worry, I will post up there. If you signed up and you didn't get an email, let me know, and then I will go through and pair you up with some people. But it's going to be 5 to 6 people. Don't forget the thumbs up. Keep on watching. We got a lot of new stuff coming. I got some Arteza things I'm playing with. And yeah, thank you guys. Bye-bye. I gotta go take some Advil. My mouth is killing me.